Welcome to another episode of Inside the Cage. I'm Patricia.
And I'm Patrick.
Your pop culture twins. And today is our first induction of our candidates for the Knucklehead Club. Yes. I know you're wondering, Knucklehead Club? What is this? I'm like, yes. These guys that we're inducting today, they're knuckleheads. They can't help it. But I have to say they're some of the most talented guys in the world of music. And that's the one thing they have in common. And you're probably asking, what is a knucklehead, Patricia? Well, I'll give you my definition. My definition of a knucklehead is someone who talks or acts in a stupid manner. Now, the dictionary term is a bit harsh, so I thought I'd soften it up. So Patrick and I are going to give you guys the short version on all these guys because we'd be here all day if we did give you the long version because they've done so many knucklehead things. And now, our first inductee, my favorite FWB, fine white boy. I hated to do this to him, but he needed to be put in this club. Robin Thicke. Our first inductee, Robin Thicke. It was a long, hard decision to do this, but Robin, you just did so many things, I just couldn't overlook them. I'm like, come on. Blurred Lines, yes, it was one of the biggest songs in 2013, but who knew you couldn't handle the success of a hit song? You just went off the rails. I mean, someone who's got two famous parents, Alan Thicke, Gloria Loring, you think he would be prepared. And then when you lose the finest woman in Hollywood.
I know. How can you do that?
I'm like, come on. You have to go into the Knucklehead Club. Our next guy.
I like him.
I like him too. I love his music. I mean, but I got to say, John Mayer, if you would follow the advice of one of my favorite songs of yours, My Stupid Mouth, yeah. That would have gotten you out of a whole lot of trouble. I mean, that was one of the songs that was on his debut album, and the CD was called Room for Squares. And I'm like, dude, just listen to the lyrics. It could have guided you out of so much trouble. This next one that we're gonna induct, I'm excited about him. I love him.
Yeah, I love very talented.
I love him,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. He's so talented that sometimes I don't care about his knucklehead moves. But Chris Brown.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a power player because any song he's on is a hit.
I mean, I know you've had your share of ups and downs, and you have, you got issues with anger. We know that. But yeah, we're not going to harp on the whole Rihanna thing. We know that's a knucklehead move, moving on. But, I mean, you've had some other moments like when you visited the GMA offices in March of 2011, and just because they asked you about that past incident, you thought you would tear up the dressing room and break things and just leave it in disarray. And I'm like, come on, Chris, they're always going to look at you. They're always going to ask you that question. Every time someone Googles you or, look you up on the internet, it's going to come up. You've moved on. And just when you thought it was all cool and quiet on the breezy front, this is the best knucklehead move of all. This year, this is what Chris apparently did when he was on a private jet. He did this to a flight attendant, apparently Us Weekly says. He said he blew smoke at the flight attendant and said, I paid $60,000 for this jet, so I own it and everyone inside. That's what sources of Us Weekly said. And they also said he told the flight attendant, what is your old ass doing here anyway?
Really?
And this is all because he lit up on the plane, and the flight attendant told him that under FAA rules that they don't allow smoking on the planes. And this is what he told the flight attendant.
Wow.
But, of course, later on, he realized the error of his ways, and he got on social media and apologized like he always does. But, Chris, that's why you're in the Knucklehead Club. But I got to say, through all his knucklehead moments, we got to keep saying to you, Chris, again, you've continued to make good music, releasing good albums, being featured on numerous hits with people like Big Sean, Tiger, Nicki Minaj, Omarion, Pitbull. I mean, his list of hit songs are probably longer than his rap sheet right now. So, Chris, we got much love for you.
Yeah.
But you just need to, really think before you act here. Next up, our little friend Justin Bieber.
I really like Justin.
I like Justin too.
And he's a very talented guy.
I like him too. I love his music. He was a YouTube sensation. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We're trying to be YouTube sensations, Justin. Can you give us some tips?
We're on our way.
We're on our way.
I love the roast. Did you see that?
I did see that, and there are a lot of knucklehead moments on that, but there also been a lot of knucklehead moments with him being behind the wheel. He's got an issue with speeding and drag racing. If he didn't have a driver's license, half of those incidences wouldn't even happen.
Yeah, but you know.
He needs to get a driver. He needs a chauffeur.
He make those rich mistakes.
Those rich mistakes.
He wouldn't make them because they wouldn't. If he didn't have that money, it'd just be a little more toned down. But he would still make mistakes. But he make rich mistakes, so they're high-profile mistakes.
Well, the best
Usher
move.
part.
The best move we're about to make is going on to our final selection. My favorite pick and my favorite knucklehead, and I like him just the way he is. Kanye West.
Chicago's finest.
Chicago's finest from our home state, Illinois. Kanye West. We love Kanye.
I love Kanye.
I love Kanye. Kanye.
And his daughter, and his woman.
North is adorable.
Kanye's the man.
She's the cutest thing. But I got to tell you, Patrick, I'm going to show you something. I think you're going to think I'm crazy. I got to tell you, the first time I ever laid eyes on Kanye West, I just thought he was the love child of somebody. Did you guys ever take a look at Kanye West and Curtis Blow side by side? Wow. I swear, he looks just like Curtis Blow. And then the funny thing is, if you look up Curtis Blow's biography, his name is Kurt Walker. Kanye West, they have the same initials. Yeah. What is up with that? But they do look just alike. Yeah. And they're rappers. I don't know. You tell me. Am I just like in my head or something? Or I'm just looking
Curtis Blow is a genius at that particular time in his career.
Look at the same nose, the eyes. It's just uncanny, man. Maybe they just happen to be famous lookalikes. Kanye, you've had a lot of knucklehead moments. We're not going to pick too many of them because just one would get you in because you're so good.
Well, he's certified.
But the thing is that we know your first knucklehead moment was really at the Katrina benefit on TV in 2005 where he went off script and said, President Bush doesn't like black people. Now, the only reason why I'm not calling that a knucklehead moment was because you had just come out with your new album. It was your first album. People were just getting to know you. So we didn't really get to know who you were as a person yet. Everyone was angry. I was angry. A lot of people were angry. So I just took it for what it was. And I was just like, oh, this is good. Let's just watch him go off and be an angry black man. But
he hasn't stopped.
But then you did the VMAs in 2009 and you Kanye'd Taylor Swift. And then that's when I knew you were a knucklehead.
They call it Kanye?
Yeah, I call it. He Kanye'd her. He came up there.
He's done that several times, right?
He tried to do it this past Grammys when Beck won Best Album. It was like, okay, great. But you know, I love more than anything his rants. When he goes in concert, he'll go on these rants and he just says the darndest things. Have you ever seen him in concert in Paris back in 2013? I said, you need to take a look at exactly what he said.
I am Michelangelo. I am Basquiat. I am Walt Disney.
Yes!
I am Steve Jobs.
Yeah!
But this music shit, please.
I think he wants to say he's a genius.
And he is. He's great. He's a great man. I'm not saying that he's not, but I'm just like, why don't he just let somebody else say that about him? Because his music is great.
Well, I think it's okay to pat yourself on the back, I think.
I mean, I love everything that comes out of his mouth. And okay, he wants to pat himself on the back, that's fine. But I hope Kim Kardashian must be having a great time because I would be laughing every day. He makes me laugh. I love what he says. But again, on a music note, he can do no wrong.
I mean, you can't dispute that he's great musically.
Yes. But, you know.
Look at his work.
Yeah, but to me, him being a knucklehead, it's harmless.
I think he's justified in being a knucklehead.
It's harmless, and I love it.
He'd probably be in the Hall of Fame. Knucklehead Hall of Fame. He
is. He's my favorite knucklehead, and I love that about him. But we want to congratulate all our inductees. You guys were great. Robin Thicke, John Mayer, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, and our favorite, Kanye West. Now, if you have any suggestions on who we should add in our next induction ceremony, please let us know. We would love to hear any comments. And Ariana Grande, I'm watching you, little cutie pie. You had a knucklehead moment. I don't know. I'm going to document that, but we'll see how you fare for the rest of the year.
She'll be able to recover.
Joe, I hope so. Well, everybody, thanks so much for watching us. Remember again to push the thumbs up, like us, subscribe, pass this on to friends, you know, whatever way you want to, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We would love to get out there and people to see what we're doing. And thanks again for watching us this week, and we'll see you next time on Inside the Cage.
See ya.